premium bonds. Almost every family in Britain has them. Your nan probably bought you some when you were born. Your parents swear by them. And yet, nobody ever sits you down and tells you the truth about what they're actually doing to your money. Today, I'm going to change that, because premium bonds are not the safe, reliable, brilliant savings tool most people think they are. And depending on your situation, an ISA could be putting thousands more in your pocket over time. In this video, I'm going to give you a proper, honest side-by-side comparison. No fluff, no jargon, so you can make the right decision for your money. Stick around. This one could genuinely change the way you think about saving. Right, before we get into the head-to-head, let's make sure we're on the same page about what each of these actually is. Premium bonds are a savings product from NS&I. That's National Savings and Investments, which is backed by the UK government. Instead of earning interest on your money, each £1 bond you hold gives you an entry into a monthly prize draw. Prizes range from £25 all the way up to £1 million. Your money is completely safe, 100% government-backed, and you can withdraw it anytime. Now on the other side, an ISA, or individual savings account, gives you a tax-free wrapper to either save or invest your money. You've got cash ISAs, stocks and shares ISAs, lifetime ISAs. We covered all of those in the last video. So on the surface, both sound great. Both are safe, both are popular. But here's the thing. Depending on how much you've got and what you're trying to achieve, one of these is almost certainly a better fit for you. Let's find out which. Let's start with premium bonds, and specifically, let's bust a few myths. Myth number 1. Premium bonds pay interest. They don't. Not a penny. What NS&I does is take the interest that would normally be paid across all bonds, pool it together, and redistribute it as prizes in the monthly draw. The current prize fund rate is around 4.40%, but that rate represents the total pool, not what any individual holder is likely to earn. Myth number 2. Everyone wins roughly that rate. No, this is where it gets important. The odds of any single £1 bond winning a prize in a given month are 1 in 21,000. The vast majority of prizes are £25. The odds of winning £1,000 or more? Extremely slim. And the £1 million jackpot? You've got a better chance of being struck by lightning. The more bonds you hold, the better your odds, obviously. But statistically, the average return most people actually receive is considerably lower than that headline 4.40% figure, especially if you hold a smaller amount. If you've got £1,000 in premium bonds, in many months you'll win absolutely nothing. Hold £50,000, the maximum, and your returns start to look more reliable. But even then, it's still a lottery, and lotteries are, by definition, unpredictable. Now let's look at the ISA side of things. With a cash ISA, your money earns a fixed or variable interest rate, and every penny of that interest is completely tax-free. Right now, the best cash ISA rates on the market are sitting around 4.5%. That's a guaranteed return. No prize draw, no luck involved. With a stocks and shares ISA, you're investing your money, which means it can go up and down in the short term. But historically, over any 10-year period, a globally diversified index fund has returned an average of around 7 to 10% per year. Now here's the thing people always ask, but aren't premium bonds safer? In terms of your capital? Yes, both are safe. Premium bonds are 100% government-backed. A cash ISA is protected up to £85,000 by the FSCS. But safe doesn't mean best. Safe money that grows slowly or unpredictably can still cost you in real terms, and that's exactly what we need to talk about. Premium bonds, cash ISA, stocks and shares ISA return prize-based 4.40% pool, 4.5 to 5% guaranteed, 7 to 10% historical AVG, tax on returns none, prizes are tax-free, none capital at risk, no, yes, short-term, guaranteed return no, yes, no, government-backed yes, 100%, FSCS up to 85K, FSCS up to £85K, access to money anytime, depends on account type yes, though market timing matters. Best for smaller pots, tax-free prize seekers, short-term savings, long-term wealth building. Now let's run some actual numbers, because this is where it gets real. Scenario: £10,000 invested for 10 years premium bonds, assuming average luck and the current prize fund rate. You might expect to receive the equivalent of roughly 3 to 4% actual return on a 10-count pot, because your odds of consistently winning mean many months you'll get nothing. After 10 years, roughly £13,400 to £14,800, give or take, because it's a lottery. Cash ISA at 4.5%, guaranteed, compounding annually. After 10 years, roughly $15,530, guaranteed, no luck needed. Stocks and shares ISA at 7% average. After 10 years, roughly £19,670, tax-free. Now, before the premium bond fans come for me in the comments, there's one crucial point I need to make. If you're a higher rate taxpayer saving outside of an ISA wrapper, premium bonds become a lot more attractive. Because if your savings interest outside of an ISA exceeds your personal savings allowance, £500 for higher rate taxpayers, you pay 40% tax on the rest. Premium bond prizes, completely tax-free, no allowance limit. So for higher earners with big pots sitting outside of any tax-free wrapper, premium bonds can actually beat a taxable savings account hands down. But here's the key word, taxable. If you're already maxing out your ISA, different story. Right, let's be balanced about this. Premium bonds genuinely are the right choice for some people. You should seriously consider premium bonds if you're a higher or additional rate taxpayer and you've already maxed out your ISA allowance. Your savings interest outside of a tax wrapper is getting hammered by 40% or 45% tax. Premium bond prizes are completely exempt, no tax. Full stop. You've got a large pot, ideally £20,000 or more. The more bonds you hold, the better and more consistent your odds become. At the maximum £50,000, you're almost certain to win something most months. You want complete flexibility with zero risk. No notice period, no market exposure. You can withdraw your full amount anytime, any day. If you might need that money at short notice, this matters. You enjoy the element of the prize draw. Look, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a bit of excitement on top of a safe place to keep your money. And if it encourages you to save more, brilliant. You're saving for something within the next 1 to 2 years. Not long enough for a stocks and shares ISA, and you've already used your cash ISA allowance. Premium bonds could fill that gap nicely. Now, who should be prioritizing their ISA? Honestly, most people watching this video. You haven't used your £20,000 annual ISA allowance yet. This is the most important one. An ISA gives you a guaranteed tax-free wrapper. Premium bonds outside of an ISA can't beat that for most savers. You're building long-term wealth, 5 years or more. Stocks and shares ISA. Every time. The historical returns are simply in another league. Staying in cash or a prize draw over the long term is one of the most expensive mistakes you can make. You're a basic rate taxpayer with savings under £1,000 in interest. Your personal savings allowance covers you anyway. So the tax-free benefit of premium bonds isn't giving you anything extra, but a cash ISA with a better rate will. You want certainty. A cash ISA at 4.5 to 5% is guaranteed. No luck. No waiting to see if you've won. Every month, your money grows. That's it. You're saving for your first home or retirement, aged 18 to 39. A lifetime ISA gives you a 25% government bonus on up to £4,000 a year. That is genuinely free money that premium bonds simply cannot match, right? Now I want to flag a few mistakes I see people make when they're thinking about this decision. Mistake 1. Treating premium bonds as an investment. They are not an investment. They are a savings product with a lottery element. If you're putting money into premium bonds thinking it's going to grow meaningfully over 20 years, you are going to be disappointed. Full stop. Mistake 2. Assuming premium bonds always beat a cash ISA. This gets repeated a lot. And it's just not accurate for everyone. Unless you're a higher rate taxpayer who's already used their ISA, a good cash ISA rate will give the average premium bondholder a run for their money. And then some. Mistake 3. Keeping premium bonds and ignoring your ISA allowance. This is the big one. People sit on £30,000 in premium bonds and haven't touched their ISA allowance in years. The moment you put that money into a stocks and shares ISA, the tax-free compounding starts working for you. The prize draw can't compete with that over a decade. Mistake 4. Not reviewing NS&I's prize fund rate. The prize fund rate changes. NS&I can and does adjust it. It went up significantly in 2023 and 2024 as interest rates rose. If rates fall, and they will eventually, premium bond returns will drop too. Always check. Don't assume the rate you signed up to is still the rate you're getting. Here's the honest truth. For most people, it's not either or. The smartest move is to use both, in the right order and for the right purpose. Step 1. Build your emergency fund first, 3-6 months of expenses, cash ISA or easy access savings account. Step 2. Max out your ISA allowance, £20,000 every year, non-negotiable. If you're under 40 and buying your first home, start with a lifetime ISA. Step 3. If you're a higher rate taxpayer and you've still got money left over after your ISA, then premium bonds make a lot of sense. Tax-free, government-backed, flexible. Step 4. For anything with a 5+ year horizon, stocks and shares ISA. Let compounding do the work. Don't touch it. Just keep contributing. That's it. It really is that straightforward. So, premium bonds versus ISA. The truth nobody tells you. Quick recap. Premium bonds are not a bad product, but they're widely misunderstood. They work best for higher-rate taxpayers with large pots who've already used their ISA. For most people, a cash ISA gives a better guaranteed return. And for long-term wealth, a stocks and shares ISA isn't even close to a prize draw. The smart move? Use both, in the right order. Your Nan's premium bonds weren't wrong, but you've got more tools available to you now, and knowing when to use each one is how you actually get ahead financially. If this video helped you see things a bit more clearly, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's been blindly holding premium bonds for years, thinking they're sorted. In the next video, we're breaking down how to choose the right fund for your stocks and shares ISA, beginner through to advanced. So hit the bell so you don't miss it. See you in the next one. Take care.